Home to lowly Barrow. Despite the loss, the Robins remain top of League Two. Nick Clitheroe, BBC Midlands Today.
This is an interesting man. He's completed more than 100 marathons and taken on some of the world's toughest endurance races. But now, for the first time, Walsall's ultra-distance athlete Glyn Marston has opened up about bouts of depression and his obsession with running. The 58-year-old has appeared on Midlands Today over 3 decades, often raising money for his local community. His book, The Rise and Fall of an Ultra-Distance Runner, charts his successes and how he believes the sport he loved cost him his marriage. He's been speaking to our Black Country reporter, Ben Godfrey.
When Glyn Marston wasn't delivering bread on his rounds in the Black Country, he was pounding the streets relentlessly.
Some people say I'm mad to attempt it, but it's all down to personal achievements.
Glyn was 14 when he was diagnosed with epilepsy, so growing up, running, breathing in fresh air and watching the world go by became his escapism and his medicine. But his passion soon spilled into obsession.
If I wasn't training for a marathon or an ultra-distance event, I could run 95 mile a week. If I was training for a marathon, that would go to about 135 mile a week. I had one expert did tell me that I was actually addicted to running.
Glyn's notched up more than 100 marathons, including in London and Paris. He was one of 2 British runners to finish the epic Spartathon through the Greek mountains. And he climbed new heights when he crossed the Grand Canyon.
Really tough. I think we were 110 degrees heat. We had a guide with us as well with a knife in case we got bit by scorpions or snakes, and he was prepared to suck the poison out of our legs if we got bit.
How obsessive did your running get, and how damaging was it to the family?
I'll admit that on neglected family life, I probably thought more about my running than I did of my marriage. I was a family man with 2 children. The wife was doing more of the housekeeping than I wasn't doing my fair share because I was either working, sleeping or running.
His marriage ended, and so did his career, after knee surgery in 2007. Was there anyone in your family telling you to just stop?
My father was my biggest supporter. He'd take me to one side every now and again and just say, look, rest. I found it hard to accept that the one thing I was passionate about I couldn't do anymore. It really hurt, really hit me hard.
Life has now reached a slower pace, and looking back, he's learned to stop and take it all in. Because in clocking up the miles, in putting his body and his family through pain, he's raised more than £100,000 for charity.
Yeah, I think I'm a little mad. I've worked that out over the period of the week. I get a great sense of pride for it because I grew up with epilepsy, then I've got a son who's autistic, so I know what it's like for people to need help every now and again. So that's me paying back into the community, to the people who've helped my family through difficult times.
Wow, Glyn Marston there, ending that report from Ben Godfrey. I'm sure an outdoor guy like Glyn's always glued to your pronouncements on the weather, Shafali.
I hope so. I think he's going to be satisfied this week because we've got lots of dry weather on the cards. In fact, we had the luck of the 4-leaf clover today. Happy St Patrick's Day, by the way. We had some sunshine to begin with, but then we had a bit of a build-up of cloud through the middle part of the day, which set off the odd spot of rain across the eastern half of the region. But then a nice bit of sunshine to end with. And our top temperatures, 13 Celsius. Not quite on the same level as yesterday's highs of 18 Celsius, but not bad at all. And just a quick word about the Cheltenham Festival. The going was good to soft today. I'm hoping it'll be good by Gold Cup Day on Friday because, of course, they have had a lot of rain over winter in that part of the world. But with the dry weather we have for the coming days, it should hopefully dry up by that stage. But for the weekend, it is looking dry, bright and quite cool in a breeze, a moderate breeze from a northeasterly direction. It's the vernal equinox on Saturday, so that's the official start of spring. Should be some sunshine during that time as well, with high pressure firmly in charge. We have just got a small matter of this front that's been niggling us today, and it's in the east. That's what's been generating the cloud and the odd spot of rain, and it's just swerving, it's toing and froing, but it should be out of the way by the time we get to Saturday as that high pressure starts to affirm control, so take control of things by that stage. But we've got all this cloud starting to drift in from the northeast, and we've got drier conditions and also clearer conditions further west. So here temperatures are dropping down to about 3 Celsius, but with that cloud, temperatures generally speaking a little bit higher than last night's value. So I don't think we're going to see any problems of frost tonight. Into the morning tomorrow, though, there may be some mist patches initially, and there's a more cloud around. So there will be some spits of rain, some outbreaks of rain towards the eastern half of the region. Top temperatures about 10 to 12 Celsius, and that breeze picking up a little through Friday, but with drier air drifting in from the northeast, we'll see more sunshine breaking through.
Thanks, Farley.